Hi Quinn, Ben here doing your video analysis work from camp, and just want to go through a couple of things I found in regards to your swing that I think you can work on that can really help you get better in regards to your swing. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's first talk about our stance a little bit. Stance is in pretty good shape. One thing I do like to do is we got to get your lower half more involved in regards to your swing, and how you can do that is a couple things on our stance. One thing you can do is bend the knees some more. The other thing you can do is turn your toes in a little bit. You can see your feet, your back foot is turned more this way, and I want you to turn your feet in just like that. So instead of having your foot here, just kind of turn your feet in, at least for it straight. This front one, you can see it's kind of turned out a little bit. At least have it straight, or a lot of the good hitters even turn their feet in just a hair. So make sure it's at least straight ahead. You can even take your feet and widen them out just a hair to make them a little bit farther. So you're just over your shoulders. You're kind of even with your shoulders, but have them a little bit wider, and that's going to make a little bit of a difference in your swing. The other thing I do is I would take your hands, and I would start with your hands more back in this area, with your bat angle not so straight up and down. I would kind of angle it a little bit, and that's going to give you more in a better launch position here. Your eyes are on the ball very nicely. Your back is nice and straight. So those are the things in regards to our stance that I would work on. So the next part of our analysis is going into what's called our land foot. And what you want to do is, as I go back, you do get your hands in a launch position, which is good. But very important here is we need to engage the lower half. You can see I'm going to draw a circle around this back knee and this back leg. And it's very important for you to watch. As I go back here, you can see that back foot's going to turn out. And I'm not going to get a good rotation and a good strength on my lower half, because that back foot's turned out. You want that back foot to be turned in a little bit, so that knee, I don't want to be able to draw a straight line from my knee straight down to my foot. I want to be able to have some space in between. You can see if I draw a straight line from your front knee, it goes down to the dirt. And if I draw a straight line from your back knee, it goes down to straight down your foot. You want it to go down to the dirt. So if you take this back foot, and instead of having this angle, you kind of turn it in a little bit, then that's going to be able to make me able to draw that straight line from your back knee down into the dirt. And that means that you're really going to be using a lot of your lower half when I swing, compared to now. You notice on your first swing that you kind of weren't really solid in your foundation at the end of our swing here. And that's going to be important for you to really engage your lower half, to not get caught back, to use your lower half more, and just be a much stronger hitter and create some more power for your swing when you're swinging here. So you can see on this, going into this next one, as you do your land foot and you do your stride, you can see how that front foot begins to open up a little bit. And we're not bad at contact. We just can be a little bit stronger by engaging our lower half a little bit more, to just making sure when we do our land foot that we're nice and strong on our back side here. So as I go to swing and I go to contact, your bat path is in pretty good shape. One thing that's really going to help you is we got to get you to stay on plane more. And what that means is if the ball's coming in kind of this direction, we want to have that bat on that plane as long as possible. We call it being short to the ball and being long through the ball. And right now, you're short to the ball, but you're also short through the ball. So what happens is you come down to swing, you can see that, watch that top hand. So after you make contact, so if I freeze you at contact, you're in pretty good shape. I would have your head looking down the barrel a little bit more. Your palm is in a good palm down position on contact. Your lower half is in pretty good shape. But you'll see after contact, in regards to that top hand, I circle around that top hand, you'll see how much that top hand is already turned over, and the barrel's not staying through the ball. It's really going toward the fence, where you want it to be going towards the pitcher more. And what that's going to do is it's going to have you finish really low with your bat. In an ideal situation, you can see that your bat finished down by your numbers. And what you want to do is, ideally, you want your bat to finish really way up here and nice and high. And that's going to help you finish to stay through the baseball. Whenever you finish too low, If I go back up here, if this is your path, your kind of path goes here, and then it kind of finishes up around there. And I want, let's pick a different color here. I want to pick a black color. This one you want to be nice and through the ball longer, and then you want your barrel to kind of be coming way up high here, and that's going to give us a lot more chances to hit. But as you see, it's even going to be below that green line. Your other one's going to be, instead of being finishing way up high, you can obviously see that you're finishing way down low. So what happens is when that top hand begins to turn over on you, it takes the barrel, instead of going through the baseball, it takes it out of the zone, and you really don't have a chance because your barrel is not in the zone anymore. So you can see right after contact, ideally I always thought of hitting two baseballs. You have the ball that you're hitting, and I always pretend imaginary one's right in front of it. So what you want to do is you want to hit through both baseballs with your barrel, and then you would kind of come up in this area to really kind of finish high. But you'll see as I hit the first one, I'm going to kind of come out of the zone, and I'm not going to stay through it. The other thing you'll notice too is you see where your weight is. See how your weight is all towards your heels now? So what happens is a ball that's middle to away, those away pitches or those soft pitches, it's going to be really hard to hit because we're all focused on being more inside the ball or hitting the ball more to the left field, or just because we don't have our weight in the right position and we're not staying through the ball. So you can see on this front foot how we don't want to have it come off the ground like that. We always want to make sure that we land on the ball of my foot, and then you end just with it nice and flat compared to your foot just being on your heel. You can tell that you won't be able to have a very controlled landing. I think on the first swing we did take a swing and we obviously fell over a little bit in regards to that, to try to keep our balance here and have our weight more on our heels. So we got to get it more on the balls of my feet, up in front, up on the top part of my feet, and not on your toes, but more on the balls of my feet. So when I'm swinging, I can really be focusing on driving through the ball, all parts of the field, inside pitches, outside pitches, and those type of things. So I would really do some swings where you really hold your finish. So at the end of your swing, you get in your stance, you fix your lower half, you stay through the baseball, and then at the end of your swing, just really hold your finish and check yourself out. You know, check where your head's at. I would also put a ball down here that you can look at after your swing, so your eyes are down on the baseball. I would check your feet and see if you're on the balls of my feet or if you're on the heels. I would check your bat. Did I finish up above my shoulders, or did I finish with my bat really down low? So with you, we just need to get really focused on fundamentals and getting a lot more consistent, engaging our lower half, staying through the baseball better, finishing with holding our finish to check out our mechanics, and really do a lot of tee work and a lot of soft toss, because we really got to get our fundamentals down. And once you do this, it's just going to make a huge difference in regards to your swing. So watch this video over and over again. We appreciate you coming to camp, and this is going to make some huge differences in regards to your swing once you get these 4 or 5 things down to work on. And we look forward to seeing how you progress in the future.